Federal government launches policy documents to facilitate implementation of developmental programs in Nasarawa State. Sokoto State government donates operational vehicles to Nigerian Army. And FRC inaugurates accident emergency clinic in Kano to foster timely interventions during accidents. Hello and welcome to the news desk at 3 on Nta News 24. We're live in Abuja. I am Dennis Adegunloye. In an effort towards tackling challenges in the key areas of health, education and skills development, the Nasarawa State government has developed a policy document that will facilitate implementation of programs aimed at improving lives of people in the state. Vice President Kashim Shettima, who launched the two documents in Lafia, restated the commitments of the federal government to supporting states in driving noble ideas that will address current economic challenges. Aliu Tijani reports.
The two documents are Nasarawa State Human Capital Development Strategy Document and the State Gender Transformative Human Capital Development Policy Framework. Vice President Kashim Shettima commends Nasarawa State government for developing the two documents aimed at enhancing human capacity and improve the state economy. He calls for full implementation of the document by the implementing agencies in order for the people of the state to reap its maximum benefits.
As we celebrate this leap towards the future, we are reminded that the way forward must be shaped by state-specific action plans that address the unique challenges and opportunities in each region. This is the essence of progress.
The document underscored the position of Nasarawa, Akwa Ibom, and Kaduna states in the Human Capital Development Index in the country, which Governor Abdullahi Sule says mechanisms have been put in place to ensure the implementation of the document in the state.
These documents will no doubt guide us to propel Nasarawa State into a new era of development, inclusivity, and economic prosperity.
It is, in essence, a strategic blueprint for transformation, a roadmap that will guide our efforts in addressing the core challenges that have historically impeded our development and the full realization of our state's potential.
While in Lafia, the Vice President flagged off distribution of relief items that include food items, chicken feeds, sewing machines, cooking stoves, grinding machines, among others, donated to the state by the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants and Internally Displaced Persons and the Bank of Industry. At the Palace of the Emir of Lafia, the Vice President commends the peaceful coexistence in the state, describing the prevailing peace as pivotal to the prosperity of the state. In Lafia, Aliu Tijani, Nta News.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Yusuf Tuga says Nigeria has gone far in its efforts to secure a permanent seat in the United Nations Security Council. The minister, while addressing journalists on the economic policies put in place by the Tinubu administration, also called for more patience by Nigerians towards achieving the country's reform targets. Abdullahi Aminu reports.
Beside the Nigeria's engagement in the United Nations peacekeeping operations, as well as maintaining law and order internationally, the Foreign Affairs Minister Yusuf Maitama Tuga said the country has helped a lot in stabilizing and strengthening democracy on the entire African continent. On the current pressing domestic issues in the country, the minister said the reforms policies by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu are all geared towards stabilizing the weak economy which his administration inherited for the benefit of Nigerians.
It's something that we want to continue to urge the citizens of Nigeria to please bear with this administration. This is the hard part. There is light in the horizon. There is a bright future. It's something that we have to do so that we will be able to have a brighter future. And we're beginning to feel the impact. It is slow, but you also have to remember that Nigeria is not in isolation. This hardship is taking place all over the world.
Addressing gaps in the country's petroleum industry and the establishment of the relief funds to address flood disaster formed part of the issues that the minister highlighted towards achieving a successful economic reform in the country.
So you can see the linkages and why we have ended up where we are, but President Tinubu remains steadfast, he remains resolute that this reform must take place so that we must fix Nigeria for the future, for our children, and for many generations to come.
While calling on Nigerians to exercise more patience for the benefits involved in the Tinubu administration policies and programs, the minister also said that Nigeria has stand firm on its proposal to the United Nations on the need to halt the escalation violence in the Israel-Palestine conflict. In Bauchi, Abdullahi Aminu, Nta News.
Meanwhile, the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, has performed the groundbreaking ceremony of an inland dry port at Kajula in the Wekoro local government area of Ogun State, with a promise of making it a model for other inland dry ports across the country. The minister assures that when fully operational, the project will be a game changer not only to Ogun State but Nigeria as a whole. Hakim Jimo reports.
While acknowledging that the Gateway Inland Dry Port aligns with the vision of the federal government as a game changer for Nigeria's economy, the Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, believes that the dry port will help to enhance employment generation and wealth creation.
It's a critical component of our broader strategy to position Nigeria as a leading player in the blue economy. As we continue to diversify our economy, it is essential to create infrastructure that serves as key nodes in our supply chain and stimulating local businesses.
Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun is optimistic that the dry port, when completed, will help to boost the ease of doing business in the state, assuring that the project will assist in decongesting the ever-busy Apapa-Tinkan Island seaports.
This facility is a key enabler of industrial activity and manufacturing in Ogun State. It will, on completion, increase the ranking of our state on the Ease of Doing Business Index to help us in defining our priorities and how our transport sector will connect.
Stakeholders promised to collaborate with Ogun State government to realize the dream to attract more foreign investments into the country. The Gateway Inland Dry Port is a multimodal transport master plan strategy designed to address the need to provide effective transport and logistics services in Ogun State. From Kajola in Ewekoro local government area of Ogun State, Hakim Jimo, Nta News.
In other news, the Sokoto state government has donated 10 vehicles to support military operations in the northwest region. Governor Ahmed Aliu handed over the vehicles to the Minister of State's Defense, Bello Mohammed, at a brief ceremony in the state. Bashir Ibrahim Nababa has details.
The fight against bandits, kidnappers and other criminal elements in the northwest is gathering more momentum with a recent visit to the frontline areas in Sokoto State by the Minister for State Defense, Bello Mohammed. To complement the efforts, Governor Ahmed Ali unveils 10 operational vehicles for security forces at the instance of the minister. Governor Ali commended the president for his foresight and political will to tackle insecurity in the region, reiterating that his administration will continue to collaborate with the federal government to end banditry and criminality in the country.
We need to support Mr. President. We need to support his policies. We need to support his program, and we need to pray for Mr. President to succeed.
Minister of State Defense Bello Mohammed described the gesture as commendable, adding that it will further motivate the federal government to provide maximum support to troops of Operation Fansariama to counter banditry and crimes in the frontline areas. The minister revealed that the federal government is deploying CNG vehicles to Sokoto State, along with provision of refilling centers and conversion kits to ease transportation difficulties.
That shows his resilience and his commitment to ensure that Sokoto is free from all form of criminality.
The General Officer commanding 8th Division Nigerian Army Sokoto, Brigadier General Ibikunle Ajose, appreciates the governor for his administration's sustained support to security agencies in the state. From Sokoto, Bashir Ibrahim Nababa, Nta News.
The newly deployed Commissioner of Police Cross River State, Ukachi Okbara, is assuring of improved civil relations as he's cautioning officers and men to respect the rule of law while promising to sustain peace in the state. This was during his maiden press briefing at the State Command Headquarters, Calabar. Paul Abel reports.
CP Ukachi Okbara, the 45th Commissioner of Police in Cross River State, assumed duty on 8 October 2024, as this press briefing is his first official assignment due to the importance he attaches to journalists as partners in keeping the society safe and secure. The commissioner emphasizes that he will remain faithful to the supervision of officers and men, promote professionalism with swift response to distress calls to sustain the peace in the state.
No agency, no organization can function without the press, without publicity, without even criticism. You are here to praise me when I do the right thing and condemn my action when I do the wrong one. Or my men doesn't start and end with me. You cannot work properly with the people of Cross River State when you are rude, when you are crude, when you are aggressive. I will not tolerate incivility from any of them.
The chairman of the NUJ in Cross River State, Achibong Bersi, welcomed the new Commissioner of Police and promised required partnership from the media. Only few days to the commissioner's assumption of office, already criminals are on the run, with arrests of armored cable vandals, gun runners, and cultism suspects, among others.
So even my phone, I tried to solve the phone. They said there is no money. So that is what led me to the answer that I can get to Ibadan where I find new work.
They climbed the ceiling and discovered these things inside the house.
Okay, these ones were inside the house?
Yeah, up the ceiling.
Who is the owner of the house?
The owner of the house is not around.
With the carnival Calabar a few months ahead, security is expected to be at its peak for residents and tourists in the state. In Calabar, Paul Abel, Nta News.
Now, victims of road crashes in Kano will begin to enjoy excellent first aid treatments and seamless responses to emergencies following the inauguration of a clinic by the Federal Road Safety Corps to mitigate the impact and trauma of road accidents in the state. Yanahasu Hassan Barao reports that the step is in compliance with global practices in road management.
Road accident is a recurring decimal in the country, most times with high fatality rate. Statistics show that sizable percentage of road crashes are on account of recklessness or driving under psychoactive influence. Victims are often left in discomforting situation or disfigured, admitted in some designated emergency units of health facilities.
Behind me is Murtala Muhammad Specialist Hospital, one of the secondary facilities where people rush on daily basis to receive first-hand medical attention. But with the launch of the Accident and Emergency Clinic of the Federal Road Safety Corps, there will be a reduction in the number of people that come here on daily basis to receive emergency medical attention, especially road accident victims.
As part of the philanthropic support to victims of road accidents in Kano, stakeholders and wealthy individuals pulled resources together to establish an emergency clinic equipped with state-of-the-art facilities. While inaugurating the facility, the Secretary to Government of Kano State, Baffa Bichi, alongside Co-Marshal Federal Road Safety Co. Shehu Muhammad, said such intervention is coming at a critical moment.
With the FIC, we are going to continue to deliver our mandate of creating a safe and secure motor environment for the people of Nigeria.
We are really happy to have this opportunity to be able to establish a clinic that will cater for accident victims.
Hopefully we are going to make it maybe registered under national health insurance.
I'm going to take a report to His Excellency the Governor of Kano State and present some of the demands that are going to help in boosting the capacity of this hospital.
Plan is on the way to expand the existing facilities at the newly inaugurated Accident and Emergency Clinic situated within Kano Command of the Federal Road Safety Co. In Kano, Yahana Hassanbaro, NTA News.
Let's take a short break now. More reports in a moment. Stay with us.
Grace, how sweet the sound.
The family of late Dangfom Miscom John Katkwap Talen of Shandam, Plateau State, announces the sudden demise of their dear son, brother, grandson, husband, father, and friend, late Mr. Richard Adamutalen, whose sad event occurred early hours on Sunday, October 6, 2024. The late Richard Talen, who died at the age of 42 years in Abuja after a brief illness, is survived by a mother, wife, 3 children, 4 sisters, and in-laws. Burial arrangement. Tuesday, October 15, 2024, there will be a Christian wake-keep at St. Finbar's Catholic Church, Wayfield, Jos, Plateau State. Time, 4 p.m. Wednesday, October 16, 2024, sympathizers are to assemble at Air Force Military Hospital, Wayfield, Jos. Time, 7 a.m. The corpse will be conveyed from the hospital immediately thereafter to Shandam Town. Requiem Mass will take place at Sacred Heart Catholic Cathedral, Shandam, at 11 a.m. Final interment will be immediately after Mass at the family compound, GRA, Shandam, Yelwa Road. Announcer, Air Vice Marshal U.S. Abbas, retired, for the family.
Welcome back. Many residents of the Dakibiu community of Jabi in Abuja, suffering eye problems for years, have received succor, all thanks to the Women Optometrists Association of Nigeria. Uche Ugochukwu reports that the group carried out eye checks on those who needed them the most.
For many in Dakibiu community, it is a first ever chance to get their vision back on track, and it is already making a huge impact. Little Purity Bala has been saved from future eye complications.
I did ophthalmoscopy on the little child. The back of the eye looks suspicious, and that means that we need to further examine the girl to be sure that she doesn't have any neuropathy, things like glaucoma or any other neuro issues.
From young kids to elders, everyone is seated, eager to have their eyes examined. And it is not just about improving their vision, it is also about improving their lives.
My eyes is itching me, so they gave me the medicine free.
When I'm in the class, when I'm sitting, I'm not seeing from far, so I came here to check my eyes.
Rejoice's story is just one of the many in Dakibiu with poor vision which has been left untreated, making daily tasks difficult, thus negatively affecting livelihoods.
We want to reach the hard to reach, the people who wouldn't get eye care if we didn't come.
And then we've been able to identify people that need visual care. You know, when we encounter such people on the field, we refer them.
The women optometrists are not just checking people's sight. They are leaving behind glasses, medications, awareness, and most importantly, a follow-up plan.
When we see that they need further care, we are noting their names and their numbers, and we are going to take them to special hospitals.
For the people of Dakibiu, this outreach is not just a medical intervention, but a monumental step in their lives. Uche Ugochukwu, NTA News.
The Bola Ahmed Tinubu Scholarship Training, Education and Mentorship Program, BAT STEM, has provided educational materials and instilled values that promote good character in the lives of more than 5,000 students in 12 schools across southwest Nigeria. Senior Special Assistant to the President on Community Engagements for the Southwest, Moremi Ujudu, stated this when she took BAT STEM program to Moremi High School in Ile-Ife, Osun State. Femi Afariogun has details.
In a bid to drive the renewed hope agenda to the grassroots, the Presidential Community Engagement Office in the Southwest has brought the Bola Ahmed Tinubu Scholarship Training, Education and Mentorship Program, BATSEM, to Moremi High School in Ile-Ife, Osun State. Leading the initiative to the school was the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Community Engagement, Moremi Ujudu, who emphasized the President's commitment to education and his focus on reducing the number of out-of-school children.
We are ensuring that these children embrace the ethics of discipline, hard work and education, which is the core value of an average Southwest person. We're also trying to make sure that these children are being the best in whatever they do. And also, we are trying to give scholarships to these children.
Educational materials such as books, bags, pen were given to the students, while instructional aids and food items were given to the teachers.
Thank you, President Tinubu, for giving us gifts.
Those things, people normally come to our school, but this one is special. So we want to appreciate them for the kind of love that they share to us.
Moremi Ujudu later paid homage to the Ooni of Ife, Obainitan Adeyeye Ogunwusi, where the monarch commended the program and gave the team a royal blessing. From Ile-Ife, Osun State, Femi Afariogun, NTA News.
In the meantime, the Minister of State for Education, Dr. Yusuf Tanko Sununu, has inaugurated a hostel for house officers at the Usman Danfoyido University Teaching Hospital, Sokoto. This is to provide effective healthcare delivery systems in the country. Dalhatu Abdullahi reports.
The idea of construction of the hostel was conceived and captured in the federal government budget by the Minister of State for Education, Dr. Tanko Yusuf Sununu, then as member House of Representatives. The aim is to provide conducive living quarters for the house officers who are medical graduates undergoing their mandatory housemanship at the hospital. Inaugurating the hostel, Minister of State for Education, Dr. Yusuf Tanko Sununu, stated that the completion is part of President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda in the health sector.
It's a condition for any hospital that wants to train house officers to have a befitting accommodation, and also because the hospital is continuously increasing, opening many more departments.
Chief Medical Director Usman Danfoyido University Teaching Hospital, Sokoto, Professor Anna Sabir, expresses appreciation to the federal government for providing the edifice, noting that it would go a long way in improving learning experience, patient care, and contribute to development of a skilled and unskilled healthcare workforce in the country.
This project within the hospital is something that is very remarkable and is going to solve a lot of problems within the institutions.
The hostel is expected to reduce accommodation challenges faced by house officers in the hospital and by extension enable them to focus on contributing their quota toward improvement of healthcare services in the state and the country. In Sokoto, Dalhatu Abdullahi, NTA News.
A non-governmental organization, Broad Sustainable Women Economic Empowerment and Peace Initiative, is engaging stakeholders at the grassroots on the need to change the narrative about the girl child in terms of heralding their vision through equal access to qualitative and affordable education. Tokba Alabi reports on the group's awareness campaign to Jiwa community in the FCT.
Growing concerns over the alarming rate of dropouts among Nigerian children, specifically girls. This, among other reasons, is why Broad Sustainable Women Economic Empowerment and Peace Initiative is engaging stakeholders on the need to prioritize the education of the girl child.
This is not just a celebration, it's a call for action. Action for girls to get equal access to education opportunities for them to be free of violence and discrimination.
To get women generally out for education, professional development, economic development in any way is not something can be achieved overnight, but at least we are moving. We are going to get there. We don't have a choice as a country.
We need a better foundation, and this foundation starts from the women. And therefore, I challenge the organization to sit up. I challenge the government to also be of support to the, to ensure that women get proper education.
22-year-old Nana Firdausi Abubakar would have been studying medicine, while Halimatu Aliyu aspires to become a lawyer, but their dreams are on hold for lack of financial support.
I actually learned a skill which is helping me, and also I use it to help boost my parents. In the next 5 years, I want to see myself standing among leaders.
I have plenty challenges because I stopped my school at SS3. If I have the grace of me going back, I will go back.
My expectation is change from my community, from the girls from my community. Inshallah, I believe with this sensitization, positive outcome will be coming.
Definitely, with support and motivation, the likes of Bisweep and others may assist young girls like Nana Firdausi and Halima to realize their dreams.
With the belief that everyone has a role to play in shaping girls' vision for the future, this initiative is emphasizing the importance of girls' rights and empowerment to realize their dreams. From Jiwa Community in FCT, Tokpe Alabi, Nta News.
That report concludes the news desk at 3 on Nta News 24. Thank you for watching. I am Dennis Adegunloye.